Hi there, Aileen here at Lane Image Consulting. And this morning I'm going to talk about how to be perceived as an expert, ... And it's not about having more qualifications. So basically, when I started out in the image industry back in 2004, one of the things that I thought was that, I needed loads of qualifications around being a stylist, around being an image consultant, before people would actually take me as, an expert as an image consultant or a personal stylist. And while that is true, and while we do need qualifications, so, we have a certain amount of confidence about what we say, having all the qualifications in the world won't necessarily make you an expert in your area. And that's really what I wanted to talk about this morning. And I wanted to talk about an example. And there are many, many examples out there. I believe you become an expert in your area by focusing on a particular expertise or a particular ideal client, or knowing a lot about a particular topic. So I want to take the example this morning of Natasha Archer, who is the personal stylist to Kate Middleton. So basically the Kate Middleton, the famous Kate Middleton of the royal family. And I went in and I checked her, credentials, what kind of credentials had she? Is she qualified as a personal stylist? And it turns out actually that she's not qualified as a personal stylist. She actually qualified in Hispanic studies, so completely different discipline altogether. And I checked several different places, but I couldn't actually find any qualifications for her around being a personal stylist. So she actually started as Kate Middleton's PA around 2004. It was 2004, no, sorry, 2007. And she became her PA in 2014. And the reason I think that she ended up being Kate Middleton's stylist is that number one, she looked the part, and obviously Kate admired her style. I think Kate asked her to pick out her dress for the first time that she appeared on the steps with her new baby. And she picked out the dress, and obviously it got rave reviews. Now, the reason I think that Natasha was considered an expert in Kate's eyes is because she knew Kate so well. She had spent the time, she understood the requirements that Kate has, as the future queen, perhaps, of England. Maybe she never will be, I don't know. But she understood Kate's requirements, her requirements to look the part in her role as a very senior royal. Now, no qualifications as a personal stylist would have provided that kind of information for her. But she actually studied Kate, she studied her requirements, she studied what kind of events she needed to dress for, and she became an expert in that area. And when you focus on a particular client, one client in this case, so Natasha is focusing on one client. She's focusing purely on what Kate requires, and she's become an expert in that area. And the message I'm trying to get across to you this morning is to become an expert in an area, you need to go very deep. You need to understand the requirements of that person that you're going to help. So, for example, myself, I'm ideally suited to help personal stylists because I have been where personal stylists are right now. I understand what problems they face. I understand, where they want to be in their businesses. I understand the training that they have gone through. So with all of that knowledge, I'm uniquely equipped to train personal stylists to get to the next level in their business, because I've been there, I've done that. So while qualifications will initially give you the confidence to get out there and start doing things, getting more and more qualifications is not really the way to become an expert in your area. You will become an expert in your area by focusing on a particular area within, the image consulting business, whether that's, women that just have had a baby, or women who have never had children. They're very senior in their careers and they need to go to the next level. But you need the inside information. You need that inside information to become an expert. So if you are looking to identify the area that you want to become an expert in as a personal stylist, then I highly recommend my Ideal Client Challenge, which is happening in February. I do see some people live this morning. If you're live, say hi. If you have any questions for me, pop them in the comments. Other than that, I'm going to put the link in below so you can join me in my Ideal Client Challenge starting on the 1st of February, where we will be looking at, who are you ideally suited to work with? How can you help them, and how can you become an expert in your area? Thanks for listening and have a wonderful day. Bye.